He turned to me one time, we were walking to synagogue, and he sat down on the side of the street and he looked up at me and he said, "I'm broken." When Menachem was a baby, when he was first diagnosed, there was not an infrastructure in place with therapies and solutions and a lot of ideas. In a smaller cultural cocoon, you sometimes do more hoping and wishing than acting.
I feel like having Asperger's is like a part of my identity, but I feel like it's not good to let that define you, like that's all you are, because it's just one aspect of somebody's personality. It's not your whole self. There's more than that. It's just a way of looking at things. Some people with Asperger's probably think that they have to change themselves, but I think you don't really have to define the way you are. You don't really have to be a different person than the person that you are already.
It was very hard to see her because I felt like she was suffering when she was going to have the MRI. Knowledge during different times of her life have been critical in the pathway that we take for her interventions and medical care and just in her life. You know, what is she going to do? What is she going to enjoy? I probably would go to bed at 3 o'clock every night looking at journal articles or if there was a different symptom that she had. We were actually relieved when we found out Maya had autism because we thought, okay, this is something that we can do something about and that we can, we can develop a program to help her deal with, the issues surrounding her diagnosis.
So before the diagnosis, I was just scared and helpless. And after the diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome, it was the opposite. Because now I just wanted people to know what it was and who Menachem was, and just go from there. You'll find all kinds of people, infrastructure, relationships, organizations that all feel that same way, that it's about moving forward and not fear. Now a child is born and all this stuff exists. And I think now maybe it's a question of how do you take advantage of it? Do you tap into it? What do you have to get over emotionally? Now Menachem can go on stage. If he wants to go on the road as a comic now, he can do that. If he wants to write a book, he can do that. He made a transition to becoming an A student in college.
My dad also encouraged me to be independent, and he's always trying to get me to be productive when it comes to writing and publishing stuff, which is what I'm good at. I mean, that's what I like to do, is write creatively, so he's the one that's always trying to get me to be proactive about that.
We found this amazing community of people that, really wanted to help and really impacted our lives as a family. What we found after Maya's diagnosis is that research really was our reaction to everything. We found out that it was really a part of who we were as a family. We researched everything. We researched interventions, and we researched doctors, and we researched restaurants, and we researched food, and all these things. It was just really a part of our family and how we reacted to Maya's autism. The ATN in particular is something that's really important to our family because it's thousands of kids that are in this registry. Having a child with autism gives you an opportunity to become an expert. And the autism community needs more experts. They need as many experts as they can get right now. The more information we provide, the more we pool our resources together and our efforts, the faster we're going to find a cure, the faster we're going to be able to prevent, the faster we're going to be able to develop interventions, starting at 1 year, and then you're going to have a 5-year-old that's going to start kindergarten is not going to have an autism diagnosis. There's so much that we can do as a community.
I can actually start doing impressions if people actually want to listen to them. I have a straw. My straw reaches across the room. Start to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Give me the blood. Give me the blood, Lord. Let me get away. I've abandoned my boy. I've abandoned my child. I want you to tell me that you are a false prophet and God's a superstition. That is a lie. I cannot say it. I'm from Calcutta, but I don't really like to eat. I don't really care for Indian food that much.
Great. That was awesome.
Knowledge is power.
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 Knowledge is power.